I'm a 22/F and I'm $51,000 in debt. That's not a number I'm throwing around for effect. That's my actual balance on Nelnet as of this morning. $51,312.84. I check it every day like it's going to change. It never does. My minimum payment is $487 a month. My rent is $1,100. My car payment is $320. My car insurance is $165. My phone bill is $85. My credit card minimum is $60. That's $2,217 before I buy food, before I buy gas, before I do anything. I work at a coffee shop. I bring home maybe $2,400 a month after tax. Some months, less if they cut my hours. Do the math. I'm not living. I'm treading water in the middle of the ocean, and the waves keep getting higher. I'm 22. I have an English degree from a state school that I'm still paying for. I live in a studio apartment in Bridgeport, Connecticut, because it was the cheapest thing I could find that didn't have mice. The walls are thin. The heat is unreliable. The landlord doesn't answer his phone. I've been late on rent twice. My credit score is 612. I applied for a consolidation loan and got denied. I applied for a personal loan and got denied. I applied for a credit card with a 29% APR just to have a buffer and somehow got approved for $500, and I'm terrified to use it because I know I won't be able to pay it back. I think about money constantly, not in a dramatic way, in a quiet background way, like a song that never stops playing. I'll be making coffee for a customer, and I'll calculate how many tips I need to make my rent. I'll be trying to fall asleep, and I'll add up my bills for the 100th time, like the numbers will magically change. I'll be in the shower, and I'll think about what happens if my car breaks down. I don't have $500 for a repair. I don't have $200. I have $43 in my checking account right now, and my next paycheck is in 6 days. So when I saw the Facebook post, I didn't think twice. Trusted House Sitters, Connecticut is a private group. Someone's aunt recommended it to me. I scrolled through it sometimes, looking at gigs I couldn't take because I couldn't get the time off. But this one was different. A couple in Milford needed someone to watch their house and their dog for 5 days. $800 cash. No cleaning. No plants. Just show up, feed the dog, sleep in their bed, don't burn the place down. $800 for 5 days of doing nothing. That's more than I make in a week of 35-hour shifts. That's my car payment plus my insurance plus groceries. That's breathing room. That's a month where I don't have to choose between paying my phone bill and eating. I messaged them within 3 minutes. The wife replied in an hour. Her name was Diane. She asked if I could do a video call to meet them first. I said yes. The call was normal. Nice. She was in her mid-40s, soft voice, glasses, a cardigan. Her husband Tom was in the background, quieter, nodded a lot. They showed me the dog, a golden retriever named Ralph. Old, sweet face. They asked about my job, my school, if I had a boyfriend. Normal stuff. Getting to know me. I didn't think it was weird at the time. I thought they were just careful people. The kind of people who don't want a stranger throwing parties in their house. I respected that. I would have done the same thing. They said I could move in the day they left. Tom would meet me at the house, show me around, hand over the keys. Easy. The house was on a quiet street near the water. Old colonial. White siding. Black shutters. A porch with a swing. It looked like the kind of house I'll never be able to afford. The kind of house that costs more in property tax than I make in a year. Tom was waiting on the porch when I pulled up. He shook my hand, showed me the kitchen, the living room, the bedroom. Guest room was down the hall. Bathroom had good water pressure. Ralph was already sniffing my legs, tail wagging. One more thing, he said. He handed me a binder. 3 rings. Thick. Everything you need to know is in here. Wi-Fi password, trash schedule, emergency contacts. Ralph eats twice a day, half cup each. Don't let him talk you into more. He's a manipulator. I laughed. He didn't. There's a page in there about the basement, he said. Read it. Follow it. It's important. I said okay. He nodded. He got in his car and drove away. I stood on the porch for a minute, holding the binder, watching his taillights disappear. The street was quiet. A dog barked somewhere down the block. Normal neighborhood sounds. I went inside, locked the door, and started my 5 days of easy money. I didn't read the binder until that night. I was tired from the drive. I fed Ralph, made a sandwich, watched TV on their couch. It was a nice couch. Comfortable. I fell asleep there, still in my jeans, the binder sitting on the kitchen counter where I'd left it. I woke up at 2 a.m. to Ralph staring at me. Not panting, not wagging, just standing in the dark, looking at me. His ears were flat. His tail was down. He was looking at me like he was trying to tell me something. I told myself he needed to go out. I let him into the backyard. He did his business and came back in. Normal. I went back to sleep. The next morning I opened the binder. The first few pages were normal. Wi-Fi. Milford guest 5G. Password. Ralph is a good boy. Trash pickup Wednesday. Emergency contacts. Diane's cell. Tom's cell. Milford PD non-emergency. Ralph's bed. The nearest hospital. Page 7 was laminated. Basement. The door to the basement is located in the hallway behind the coat closet. It is a solid core door with a deadbolt. The deadbolt locks from the outside only. If the door is closed and locked when you are home, leave it alone. Do not touch the deadbolt. Do not put your ear to the door. Do not stand in front of it for longer than necessary. The dog will not go near it. Trust the dog. If the door is open when you get home, do not close it. Do not look inside. Go to the guest room. Lock the door. Wait for us to call. Do not leave the house. Do not call the police. Do not call anyone. We will explain everything when we get back. If you hear sounds from the basement, you didn't. I read it 3 times. I laughed. Not because it was funny, because it was insane. I was sitting in a stranger's house in Milford, Connecticut, reading instructions about a basement door like it was a containment manual. I took a picture and sent it to my friend Maya with a caption, "These people are fucking nuts." She replied, "LOL, what if they're murderers?" I replied, "Then I guess I'm getting murdered." I closed the binder. I made coffee. I took Ralph for a walk. The basement door was closed and locked. I didn't think about it again. Day 2 was fine. Day 3 was fine. I started to relax. The house was nice. The bed was comfortable. Ralph was good company. I was getting paid $800 to hang out in a quiet house by the water. I almost forgot about the binder. Almost. I noticed things. Small things. The way Ralph would slow down when we walked past the coat closet. The way his ears would go flat. The way he'd look at the door and then look away, like he knew better than to stare. That I noticed the closet door was always closed. Even when I was home alone. Even when I was the only one who could have opened it, did I notice the deadbolt was always locked. Every time I checked. Every time I walked past. Locked. I didn't think about why I kept checking. Day 4. I came home from a coffee run around 3 p.m. I walked in. Ralph was waiting by the door, tail wagging. Normal. I put the coffee on the counter. I walked toward the bedroom to change. I passed the coat closet. The door was open. Not a crack. Not ajar. Open. Wide open. The basement stairs going down into dark. The deadbolt was hanging loose on the door frame. The metal was bent, like something had pushed against it from the other side for a long time, until it finally gave. I stood there for a long time. Ralph was behind me. He wasn't moving. He was sitting in the kitchen, staring at me, not making a sound. I should have gone to the guest room. I should have locked the door and waited for Diane to call. That's what the binder said. That's what a smart person would do. But I'm $51,000 in debt. I'm 22 years old. I've been making bad decisions my whole life because I've never had good options. What's one more? I walked down the stairs. The basement was unfinished. Concrete floor. Bare stud walls. A single bare bulb hanging from the ceiling, throwing a weak yellow light. The air was cold and damp. It smelled like dirt and old stone. The cage was in the far corner. Iron bars. Floor to ceiling. A padlock on the outside. Inside, nothing. Just bare concrete. And a child. She was maybe 8 or 9. Dark hair. Thin. Her face was dirty. Her eyes were huge. She was sitting on the concrete with her knees pulled to her chest. And when she saw me, she started crying.
"Please," she said.
Please help me. I couldn't move. I was looking at her and looking at the cage, and that's when I noticed the circle on the floor. A ring of salt. Thick. White. It surrounded the cage completely. A perfect circle about 3 feet out from the bars. I could see where it had been refreshed recently, fresh salt on top of old, built up over time. I stepped closer. My foot came down on the edge of the circle. The salt crunched under my sneaker. A gap opened in the ring, maybe an inch wide. I didn't think anything of it. I stepped again. Another gap. I looked at the walls behind the cage, and that's when I saw the writing. It was everywhere. Scrawled on the bare drywall, on the ceiling, on the concrete floor. Some of it was in English. Some of it was in a language I didn't recognize. The letters were dark brown. Dried. Like old blood. It will show you what you want to see. Do not listen to its voice. The face is a mask. It has been down here longer than the house. Do not open the cage. It lies one section lower down, in smaller handwriting, cramped and desperate. I let it out. I'm sorry. It showed me my daughter. It knew her name. It knew her voice. I opened the cage, and it wasn't her anymore. It was never her. They put me in here after. They said it was the only way. I've been in here for the writing stopped. The line trailed off into a scratch, like the pen had been pulled away. I looked at the child. She was still crying, still holding her knees, still looking at me with those huge wet eyes. They wrote that, she said. The people who live here, they wrote it to scare people, to make you think I'm dangerous. I'm not dangerous. I'm a little girl. They kidnapped me. They've been keeping me down here for weeks. Please let me out. I looked at the wall again. It lies. I looked at her. She was crying. She was scared. She was a child. Please, she said. I want to go home. I walked to the cage. The padlock was old, rusted. I picked it up. She reached her hand through the bars. Her fingers were small. Her nails were dirty. Please. I found a hammer in a toolbox by the stairs. I hit the padlock twice. It broke. The chain fell to the floor. The cage door swung open. She looked up at me. Her face changed. Just for a second. Something in her eyes. Something that wasn't a child. Then she smiled. A child's smile. Grateful. Innocent. Thank you, she said. I took her hand. It was cold. I told myself it was because the basement was cold. I led her up the stairs. Ralph was still sitting in the kitchen. He was shaking. His tail was between his legs. He was looking at the child and he was terrified. I told myself dogs are weird. I told myself a lot of things. I was upstairs with her for maybe 5 minutes. I was getting her a glass of water. I was asking her name. She said Lily. She said she was 9. She said the couple took her from a park in New Haven. She said they'd been keeping her in the basement for 3 months. I believed every word. The front door opened. Diane and Tom walked in. They stopped in the doorway. Diane looked at me. Then she looked at the child standing behind me. Her face went white. Tom's face went hard. The kind of hard that comes from seeing something you've been dreading for a long time. Did you let it out? Tom said. Not a question. A confirmation. I stepped in front of the child. You were holding a child in your basement. What is wrong with you? Diane's voice was quiet, shaking. That's not a child. It tricked you. It's a. I opened my mouth to argue. The hand in mine changed. The fingers got longer, colder. The grip tightened. Not a child's grip. Something with more joints than it should have. I didn't turn around. I couldn't. The thing behind me laughed. Not a child's laugh. Something that had been practicing a child's laugh for so long it forgot what its real voice sounded like. And then it remembered. Thank you for letting me out, it said. Its voice was low now. Wrong. Like 2 people talking at the same time. I was getting so hungry.